The structural steel, the roof framing, 1 lump sum. Pre-painted metal sheet above 0.4 to 7 mm. This is a rib type, long span, 598.75 square meter. Fabricated metal roofing accessory, gauge 26.551 millimeter, flashing, 153.72 linear meter. Fabricated metal roofing accessory, gauge 26.551 mm, gutters, 70.76 linear meter. Painting works, steel, 663.76 square meter. We have the storm drainage and downspout, 1 lump sum. And the conduit boxes and fittings, this is conduit works, conduit rough-in, 1 lump sum. We have here the equipment needed on this project. We have here the dump truck, 1 unit but at least own. Backhoe, 1 unit but own. Water truck, 1. Apay hanganan ko ito jay. Di ba 12,000 to 16,000 ting kabil tayo? I-note mo man ta kwa kabilyo. Same true with to comply with Department Order number 11 series of 2017. We have here the list for the minimum requirement for the laboratory equipment. And take note, this should be owned by the bidder or the contractor. For the key personnel, we have here the project manager, at least 1 year experience. Project engineer must be DPWH accredited. Materials engineer may not be DPWH accredited but should be a licensed civil engineer. Registered architect, 1 year. The electrical engineer, master electrician with 1 year experience. Sanitary, project sanitary engineer or the master plumber should 1 year experience, and the foreman, 1 year experience. Same with the first aider with photocopy of certificate of first aid training issued by the Red Cross or by any organization accredited by the same in compliance to DOL requirements subject to DO 241 series of 2024 in the submission of CSP approved by the HOPE District Engineer and valid first aider ID from the Philippine National Red Cross. Also the construction site's safety officer with photocopy of certificate of completion on the basic OSH course issued by DOL, BWC, the accredited safety training organization or recognized institutions. For this include also the contact number, the address, the tax identification number, machine copy of PRC, and the accreditation of the both materials engineer and the project engineer. Next project, IBRD contract ID 26PL 0046, the Convergence and Special Support Program, multipurpose building facilities to support services. Construction of multipurpose building, health center, Purok 3, Barangay Bulanao Norte, City of Tabuk, Kalinga. Location, Purok 3, Barangay Bulanao Norte, City of Tabuk, Kalinga, with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos only. So dito iti ko na niya, Contisaro, Bulanao Norte. The contract Duration 136 calendar days. Brief description: the construction of multipurpose building, health center. This includes the excavation of works, the embankment works, structural concrete for columns, roof beams, and slab on fill, including the formworks, plumbing works, and electrical works. Or the bid opening will be on July 13, 2026. Then we have here the permits and clearances. 1 lansam, project billboard, signboard, 2 each, occupational safety and health program, 1 lansam, but we have an ABC of 204,107 pesos and 86 centavos only. Mobilization, demobilization, 1 lansam. Building excavation, common soil, 234.18 cubic meter. Or the embankment from structure excavation, common soil, 109.15 cubic meter. Embankment from Baro, common soil, 506 cubic meter. Gravel fill, 21.17 cubic meter. Or the structural concrete class A, 28 days, 177.60 cubic meter. Reinforcing steel, grade 40, 18,977.98 kilograms. The formworks and false work, we have 254.50 square meter. Or the pipes with fittings connection, 1 lansam. Conduits, boxes, fittings, conduit works, conduit rough-in, 1 lansam. I have here the equipment, the minimum major equipment needed. I have here the dump truck, 1 unit but own, backhoe, 1 unit but own, water truck, 1 but from 12,000 to 16,000 liters. For the laboratory, we have here the list. And this should be owned by the bidder or the contractor. For the key personnel, we have here the project manager, at least one year experience. Project engineer must be DPWH accredited. Materials engineer may not be DPWH accredited, but is a licensed civil engineer. Or the registered architect, 1 year. The electrical engineer, or the master electrician should have 1 year experience. Sanitary engineer or master plumber should have 1 year experience. The foreman, 1 year experience. Again, the first aider. You need a first aider with trainings. Same with the safety officer. Certificate of training, also the materials engineer and the project engineer and accreditation, likewise the license. For the contract ID, 26PL0047 will be organizational outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, bridge program, the rehabilitation, major repair of permanent bridges. This is a Kasag Bridge with bridge ID BO3228LZ along Bulano Parasilis Road. Location, Tabok City, with an ABC of 1,440,600 pesos only. Contract duration, 45 calendar days. Or the brief description, rehabilitation of 2 piers and construction of 9.50 meter length stone masonry along protection structure at abutment B. Bid opening will be on July 13, 2026. Here again, the project billboard, signboard, 3H, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum, but we have an ABC of 69,786 pesos and 62 centavos. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. Demobilization, 1 lump sum. The structure excavation, common soil, 38.72 cubic meter. Or the embankment from Barrow, common soil, 47.56 cubic meter. The reinforcing steel, grade 40. The bridge structures and other major and minor structures, 3,972.31 kilograms. Structural concrete, 27.58 megapascal, class A. 28 days bridge superstructure, 41.23 cubic meter. Formworks and false works, 1 lump sum. Stone masonry, 85.50 cubic meter. For the equipment, here the low bed with prime mover or self-loading truck, 1. Dump truck, we need 1 unit but at least own. Water truck, 1 from 12,000 to 16,000 liters. Backhoe, 1 but own. Transit mixer, 1 unit but own. Cargo delivery truck, 1 unit. Again, the laboratory equipment, we have here the list to comply with DO number 11 series of 2017, and take note, this should be owned by the contractor or the bidder. For the K personnel, I have here the project manager, at least 1 year experience. Project engineer, must be DPWH accredited. Materials engineer may not be DPWH accredited, but should be a licensed civil engineer. Foreman, 1 year experience. Likewise, the first aider must have a training. The safety officer should have a training certificate and include also the TIN number, the contact number of all the K personnel involved in this project. Next project. The contract ID 26PL0048. The Convergence and Special Support Program, the BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to Support Services, Construction, Completion of Multipurpose Facility at Barangay Malagnat, Pinokpok, Kalinga. Location, Barangay Malagnat, Pinokpok, Kalinga, with an approved budget for the contract, 2,475,000 pesos only. Contract duration, we have 90 calendar days. The brief description, construction, continuation of multipurpose facility include masonry works, plastering works, plumbing, rough-ins and fixtures, tile works, the concrete bleachers, roofing works, and electrical works. Bid opening will be on July 13, 2026. For the project billboard, we have here the 2H, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum, with an ABC of 161,929.11 centavos. demobilization, 1 lump sum. The removal of structures and obstruction, 1 lump sum. Structure excavation, common soil, 14.58 cubic meter. The embankment from structure excavation, common soil, 11.18 cubic meter. The gravel fill, 6.67 cubic meter. The structural concrete, Class A, 3,000 PSI, 28 days, 52.54 cubic meter. Reinforcing steel, grade 40, we have 2,623 kilograms. Formworks and false work, 8.80 square meter. The sewer line works, 1 lump sum. The septic vault tank, concrete, CHP, 1 lump sum. Plumbing fixtures, 1 lump sum. The cold water lines, 1 lump sum. The carpentry and joinery works, 1 lump sum. Steel doors and windows, 1 lump sum. Aluminum glass windows, this is an awning type, 2.88 square meter. And the fabricated metal roofing accessory, the gauge 26.551 millimeter, flashing 25.90 linear meter. The fabricated metal roofing accessory gauge 26. This is a gutter, 46.58 linear meter. The pre-painted metal sheets above 0.427 millimeter. This is corrugated long span, 113.51 square meter. Cement plaster finished, 334.44 square meter. The unglazed tiles, 58.36 square meter. For the CSB non-load bearing, including reinforcing steel, 100 mm thick, so 86.25 square meter. The CSB non-load bearing, including reinforcing steel, 150 mm, 83.30 square meter. And the metal structures, 1 lump sum. Conduit boxes and fittings, conduit works, conduit rough-in, 1 lump sum. For the wires and wiring devices, we have 1 lump sum. Panel board with main and bronze breaker, 1 lump sum. The lighting fixtures, 1 lump sum. For the equipment we have here, the dump truck, we need 1, but own. Cargo truck, delivery truck, 1. For the laboratory equipment, we have here the list, and it should be owned by the bidder or the contractor. We have here the key personnel with the project manager, 1 year experience, project engineer. Must be DPWH accredited. Materials engineer may not be DPWH accredited, but should be licensed civil engineer. Electrical engineer, master electrician, 1 year experience. The sanitary engineer, master plumber, 1 year experience. The foreman, 1 year experience. Same with the first aider, the site safety officer. It should have a training or certificate, photocopy, and include also the contact number, the address, the tax identification number of the PRC, and the accreditation of both the materials engineer and the project engineer. For the contract ID 26PL0049, the Convergence and Special Support Program, BIP, Multipurpose Building Facilities Support Services, construction of multipurpose building, open gym, Barangay Amasyan, Pinokpok, Kalinga. Location, Barangay Amasyan, Pinokpok, Kalinga. with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos only, and we have a contract duration of 153 calendar days. The brief description, we have here the construction of multipurpose building, open gym, includes slab on fill with reinforcement, formworks, plastering works, also the painting works, storm drainage and downspout, and the roofing works. And bid opening will be on July 13, 2026. There, the bill of quantities, we have project billboard, signboard, 2 each, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum, but we have an ABC of 161,929 pesos and 11 centavos. Demobilization, 1 lump sum, structural concrete class A, 28 days, 54 cubic meter. Reinforcing steel, grade 40, 1,815.64 kilograms. Formworks and false work, 1 lump sum. The structural steel roofing framing, 1 lump sum. The pre-painted metal sheets above 0.427 mm. This is a rib type, long span, 598.75 square meter. And the fabricated metal roofing accessories, gauge 26. This is a flashing, 153.72 linear meter. Then the fabricated metal roofing accessory, gauge 26.551 mm. And this is a gutter, 70.76 linear meter. The storm drainage and downspout, 1 lump sum. The cement plaster finish, we have 252 square meter. Painting works, masonry works. This is a concrete, 302 square meter. Painting works, steel, 663.76 square meter. We have the catch basin, the CSB, 14 each. For the equipment, the dump truck, we need 1, but should be owned. Water truck, 1, with 12 to 16,000 liters. Cargo truck, delivery truck, 1 lump sum, 1 unit. And we have here the list of the requirements for the laboratory, and this should be owned by the bidder or the contractor. Same with the key personnel, we need 1 project manager. The project engineer should be DPWH accredited. The materials engineer may not be DPWH accredited, but should be a licensed civil engineer. Foreman, 1 year experience. Same with the first aider, they should have a certificate of first aid training. Also the construction site safety officer, same with would be complete the basic OSS course issued by the DOL. And likewise, the materials engineer and the project engineer should be their accreditation and include the contact number, the tax identification number, and the machine copy of their VRC. Next, we have here the contract ID 26PL0050. The Convergence and Special Support Program, the BIP, the multipurpose buildings, facilities to support services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, open gym, Barangay Bantay, City of Tabuk, Kalinga. Location, Barangay Bantay, Tabuk City, Kalinga, with an ABC of 1,980,000 pesos only. Contract duration, 102 calendar days. Brief description. The construction, continuation of multipurpose building, open gym. This includes the slab on fill with reinforcing formworks, painting works, and roofing works. Bid opening will be on July 13, 2026. For the BOQ, we have here the project billboard or signboard to its occupational safety and health program. One lump sum but to avoid an ABC of 119,750 pesos and 36 centavos only. For the structural concrete class A, 28 days, 26.85 cubic meter, and demobilization, one lump sum. For the reinforcing steel, grade 40, 1,758.60 kilogram. Formworks and false work, we have one lump sum. Structural steel, roof framing, one lump sum. Pre-painted metal sheets above 0.427 millimeter, and this is a rib type long span, 207.04 square meter. Fabricated metal roofing accessory, gauge 26.551 millimeter, and flashing 36.60 linear meter. The painting works steel, 231.73 square meter. Here the equipment, the minimum major equipment requirements for this contract. We have dump truck. We need one, but should be on. Water truck, 1 unit from 12,000 to 16,000 liters. Cargo truck, delivery truck, 1 unit. Same with the laboratory equipment. We have here the lease to comply with DO 11 series of 2017. And it should be owned by the bidder or the contractor. Same with the first aider, should be the certificate of first aid training. Likewise, the construction site safety officer, so a certificate of completion on the basic OSS course issued by the DOL, the accredited safety training organization or the recognized institutions. Include also the contact number, the TIN number, the accreditation of both materials and the engineer and the project engineer. Next, the contract ID 26PL0051, the Convergence and Special Support Program, the BIP, multipurpose building facilities to support services, construction of multipurpose building, open gym, Barangay Asiga, Pinokpok, Kalinga. Location, Barangay Asiga, Pinokpok, Kalinga, with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos only, and the contract duration, 153 calendar days. The brief description will be a construction of multipurpose building, open gym, includes embankment works, gravel fill, slab on fill with reinforcement, and painting works and roofing works. Bid opening will be on July 13, 2026. We have the bill of quantities. The project billboard, signboard, 2H, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum, with an ABC of 161,929.11 centavos. Mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. The embankment from Barrow, common soil, 45 cubic meter. Gravel fill, we have 9.45 cubic meter. The range structural concrete, class A, 28 days, 9 cubic meter. The reinforcing steel, grade 40, 453 0.91 kilograms. Formworks and false works, 1 lump sum. The structural steel roof framing, 1 lump sum. Pre-painted metal structure sheets above 0.427 millimeter, and this is a rib type long span, 800.45 square meter. The fabricated metal roofing accessory, gauge 26, 0.551 mm, flashing 93.60 linear meter. For the fabricated metal roofing accessory, gauge 26, 0.551 millimeter, this is gutter, 84 linear meter. Painting works, this steel, 681 square meter. For the equipment, we need 1 dump truck, but should be owned. Water truck, 1 unit, but from 12,000 to 16,000 liters. Cargo truck, delivery truck, 1 unit. So we have here also the laboratory equipment listed to comply with the DO 11 series of 2017, and this should be owned by the bidder or the contractor. For the K personnel, we need a project manager, at least 1 year experience. Project engineer must be DPWH accredited. Materials engineer may not be DPWH accredited, but should be a licensed civil engineer. The foreman, at least 1 year experience. Same with the first aider, and the construction site safety officer should have a certificate of first aid training and the completion of basic OSS course issued by the DOL respectively. This should also include the contact number, address, the tax identification number, and the machine copy of PRC, and the accreditation of both the materials engineer and the project engineer.